All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And an alley to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground is usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 58, come on. Danny. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Frederick. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Frederick. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He'll fire one, and it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
14. Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready? 10 logo. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Right up.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tyler. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Go, go.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
Now.
Minshew, first and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
And that's caught inside the 30. They give them a gain of 38. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
On first down, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Jaguars' 28-yard line.
Keep moving, boys, moving.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on third, gone. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Not today, you are. Not today. Banjo.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. Bravo.
Just like that. Just like that.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A big third down play there for the Jags. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now Minshew. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
58, right over there.
Ready?
So third and long, here's Minshew. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 57-yard catch.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Hey, kill.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 6 man.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
58 to Mike.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Hey, let's go. Go ground.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to rifle one deep. It's caught at the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, Charlie.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Echo.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When the offense reads a blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
Intercepted by the Rams. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball. Maverick. Check.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
58 to Mike, 58. 58.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey.
58's the Mike.
On 2nd down, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Hey, watch the slat, watch the slat.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Gurley again here on first down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, Shell.
Out of the gun, gone. And he's got his target, that's more. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Super 66. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Go. You remember me.
From the gun, here's Goff. Gonna flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Rush in. Slam. 4 down.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Maverick wall. Louis.
Again they run with Gurley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike, hey, over. They can't hang with us.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On first down, Frederick. He'll have a first down past the 40. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Ready for this, man. They're not ready.
On 2nd down now, Frederick. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Ric Flair. Hey, high 7.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Switch. DC. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown.
Another carry now for Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 18.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Goff now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Listen.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Yep.
Push him back.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Minshew throwing on third down. He's going to air one out. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On fourth down, Minshew. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Minshew, first and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on second down. Minshew. And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing on third. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Gurley. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6.
2 for 1.
49-yard line.
Check 24. Value 1.
Mike spoke forward.
Goff going to throw it. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams, it's a win that